Hi, this is Chris. One of the things I plan to do in 2022 is more watercolor. And it's been a while since I've worked on watercolor. I used to do it almost daily. So what I want to do first is, this is my first watercolor travel journal that I did when I was very young. And it was a trip in California to Mammoth Lakes, Owens Valley, the Mojave, Bridgeport, Tuolumne Meadows. I don't think we went to Yosemite Valley in this particular trip. My plan is to repaint this from beginning watercolor to experienced watercolor. And I found the same watercolor tablet, Strathmore watercolor, 9x12, 12 sheets, Series 300, cold press. And I'm going to, they come two in a package. I'm going to use one of them. This is my watercolor palette that I use at home. We'll open up the new tablets. Okay, now on my original, had a little hole in it so you could see through, but I don't think I'll replicate that. And so the first page has advertising on it, so I won't replicate that. So I'll go to this page. On the first page of my original watercolor travel journal, I've put down all the colors that I had. I'm not sure what brand these are or where I got them. So I have ivory black, Chinese white, English red 4, burnt sienna, yellow ochre, cad yellow pale, Grumbacher red, alizarin crimson, cobalt blue, ultramarine blue, cerulean blue, phthalo green, Hooker's green deep, permanent green, burnt umber, Davies gray, and Payne's gray. So I'm going to replicate this, only using the colors that I use nowadays. And I will fast forward this part. Well, there's the first page. I don't use Payne's gray anymore. I always mix my own grays, so I used alizarin crimson, ultramarine blue, and a little cerulean blue. I'm not really sure what I was painting. I think it was out of my imagination. There's some ink here with some ink on the grass and on the rocks. And I'm not sure why the water is at an angle. Maybe it's just the way I was holding the paper, or I may have even been sitting in the back seat of my parents' car when I did this. I'm not sure. Here are some experiments I made. Dry brush, very wet brush, wet into some dark so that it bled into the dark. So the dark would have been drier than the wet, which causes the wet to bleed into it. Here's just a simple wash. Here's a dark bit that's been washed with more water added. That's page 1, and I'm going to be doing subsequent pages through the next few weeks and months. I'll maybe do one a month. So come back for page 2. Have a great day creating. Bye-bye.